If Aaliyah never passed away when she was in the prime of her career, Beyonce would not be where she is. Let's talk about it. Now, while I don't think that this is 100% true, and some people might even say it's a reach, and this is not to discredit Beyonce at all, but you can actually make a couple of cases for this. Example, they both came out around the same time. Let's just say around, 95, 96, somewhere around there. But Aaliyah was a solo act, and Beyonce came out with the group Destiny's Child, but she was seen as the face of that group. And pretty much everybody knew that once Destiny's Child went their separate ways and disbanded, that Beyonce was going to be the breakout star from that group. But this is where it gets interesting. Beyonce didn't really climb to fame like that until after Aaliyah passed away in 2001. She didn't really start to go off on her own like that from the group until about 02, 03. Then that's when she pretty much went to worldwide stardom on her own. Also, compare Beyonce's top 10 hits to Aaliyah's top 10 hits. Now, Beyonce, she's been consistent for the last 20 plus years, hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. She's always been consistent. Now, the only thing is, she might have had one or two little duds or songs that didn't perform as well as the other songs, but regardless, I don't remember one year where she hasn't been in at least top 15. But Aaliyah, on the other hand, in any of the songs that charted to hers, top 10, top 15, top 5 or otherwise, she did not miss at all. None of her songs missed. She never had a bad song, never had a bad feature, never had a bad album or anything like that. But even in the mid-2000s when Beyonce really started to break out as a solo star, you still had other women in that era from about 02 to 08 who were still doing their thing. You had Tierra Marie, A. Marie, Maya, who was still doing her thing. The list goes on. Even Taylor Swift, who came out in the late 2000s. But then again, Taylor Swift pretty much wiped Beyonce, but that's pretty much the whole nother topic for another day. And despite what some people might think, Beyonce's overrated, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to take anything away from what she's done or her accomplishments, especially in the last 20 plus years or so, because she helped, she helped bring the R&B genre back, especially female R&B, while Aaliyah is the biggest what if probably in the history of the genre. But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Aaliyah probably would have went further than Beyonce, or do you think that Aaliyah was already at her peak?